used to the CDU and the A10, it can be pretty straightforward. So in terms of just finding the right page and plugging in the waypoints, one thing I did notice that Zoo noticed as well last night is when you're doing the beast coordinates, so the longitude, I'm pretty sure, you've got to throw in a 0 before you plug those coordinates in. But other than that little hiccup, I didn't notice too much. And then there's the waypoint for the runway and the elevation. So if you apply that last waypoint at the right angle, it's almost just like an ILS, so kind of cheating. But that and then the extra credit one. So yeah, if you'll all start it up, I'm just trying to jump back into the server. It's kind of slow, but yeah, if y'all have any issues or any questions about the CDU, I pretty good about entering the waypoint sort of deal, but the in-depth stuff, try and answer as best as I can. I got the manuals put up and stuff like that. So yeah, if you've got all your pages set up, or if you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and plug the waypoints in and fire it up and get going.
Yeah, I've just plugged in the waypoints and I'm all set. And you don't have to wait for your flights, then you just go out and do it, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you can
work
wait,
with
you
your
can go
group.
if, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, if you can, I mean, if you want to go solo, that's fine. But if, yeah, if everyone's going to be, don't want everyone getting over the waypoint at the same time. So yeah, if you do want some separation.
No live fire. I hope that goes without saying. In 3 weeks, you'll be able to shoot stuff and bomb stuff and all of that. But please, no live fire.
Yeah, the only thing I've got loaded
Looking at
is
you, Jason.
the targeting pod. That's it.
I have no weapons.
And if you want to take a TGP, I know we haven't covered that yet, but some of you do know how to use that. Feel free to load up a TGP and take it out with you.
Yep, I've got one on.
So down to the SRS channels?
Down to the SRS channel.
Yeah, I can't move into that channel, by the way.
Let's get to
yeah, no Canadian, sorry.
Hey.
Wow.
User left your channel.
All I have to do is get you your permissions for that channel, Jason.
All right.
All right, and I have to move you. You ready to go?
User left your channel.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
User was moved out of your channel.
Make him a member. All right.
Y'all have a good class.
Yep. See you guys later.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Just confirming the radio frequencies. Welcome to those that are watching the stream. Today, let's see if I can get you a better image of this here. There we go, that's probably better. All right, today we're working on the CDU, flight plans, waypoints, and time on target, ToT. And the guys had some homework, 2 videos, and some reading. Very good videos, I might add. But these are the coordinates that we're going to plug in today. So with that, I am going to throw that up on my other monitor. Make sure I have those. And we're going to go back to DCS. Let's go back in there. Okay, we're going to join workshop 3, server 3. We have this DCS training every week on Sundays, and we right now our current subject is the A10. Here we are, bunch of A10s. Here's a pro tip for you. I tell these guys all the time, turn on that landing light, taxi light when you're actually ready to go. All right, let's see if we can make it a little quieter in here. Now I do have voice attack running, and this allows me to do a few things. One of them is the canopy. Let's see, this works. Open canopy. Yep. Close canopy. That works. Chief, turn on the ground power. Now that did not work. Chief, turn on the ground power. Well, I guess we're not getting that one today. Let's try one more time. Chief, turn on the ground power.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
There we go.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
Okay, we got ground power. So let's do turn on our CDU. Now over here, I'm going to turn on our display. We're going to turn on these 3 down here, and we'll turn on this guy. We do not need that much intensity. Just need a little bit. Now, when we fly towards the sun, we will have to crank that up a bit. So right now, we are warming up the CDU. Okay, let's do a fast alignment. Not that it's necessary. INS, alternate align. This is fast up here. Click on fast. Bam, it's going to do this in about 90 seconds. Goes real quick. All right, on this guy. Oh, you know what? Chief, rearm, refuel. Let's do this. Let's grab a TGP. That's good.
Request rearming.
TGP is our targeting
Copy.
pod, and we use that to view the object that we might be targeting. Ah, that's bright. which one of these is the one I want.
Rearming complete.
There we go. That was just a bit too bright. Okay, so, and there's the alignment. All done, ready to go. So we click on nav, and then we need to enable the EE switch here. That actually enables, can we throw this up yet? We can't. Need to start the engine. Now, what do we got right here? We have a message. And I guess the messages, I thought they showed up there, but that's just for sending messages. Anyway, let's acknowledge this. This is telling us that on our dismiss page, we're not showing that the TTP is loaded. So we can go to load dismiss. Thinks about it for a bit. I'm watching to see when these icons show up. They are there. And now we have a TTP. And if we wanted to go outside, you can see on the aircraft we have a TTP. So we're good to go there. All right, so if I zoom out on this guy, turn that down a bit. We can see that a little better. Okay, looking at this map, you will see that there is nothing really in here except for these other A10s. All right, well, let's set our net code while we're here. Own ID, I don't know what we're gonna pick there. Let's do one. Group ID. And own ID 64. You do that. All right, so let's get rid of the map here. Whoops.
User joined your channel.
Turn off the map. Okay, so if I zoom all the way out, you'll notice I don't have any form of a flight plan. Oh, the question is, how do we enter that flight plan? Easy enough. We're going to make sure that this switch here is on other. These are quick reference pages that we can get to. Waypoints, steer points, our current position. But we need to go other. Put that on, I like that on flight plan. Flight plan is represents all of the waypoints that are associated with a flight plan. The steer, I'm sorry, mark point are points that you create during the mission that you they are waypoints, but they are mark points that are specific to you creating them while you're going. And then of course the mission is all the waypoints in the database. So we're going to keep that on the flight plan for now. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go to CDU there. I hope this is easy to see. Flashlight. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to this button here for waypoint. This is pretty bright. Might be better without this. And we want to create our first waypoint. So over here, flashlight. Flashlight. There we go. All right, so over here we click on the 1, and we've got our first waypoint. Now let's say that we wanted to change that. Activate keyboard. And what that does is it allows me to go to my keyboard and type in using the keys. So we'll call this waypoint 01, and we'll change the name from mission MSN 01 to waypoint 01. Now we need to enter the lat long. This is where I'm just going to lift my headset, look at the web page, and we'll see what it says. Again, this is not a full tutorial or anything like that. It's just kind of a going along as we go. So the first one, 4138. So on my keyboard, 4138. Gonna put that in here. Good. And the next coordinate is a straight 45. Now, one thing to note when you're putting your longitude coordinate, you want to put a 0 in front of it. 0, 4, 5. Bonk. There we go. Okay, so there's waypoint. Did I just put that into the wrong one? I did. 0, 4, 5. Right. We got to put our north in there again. North is 4138. So 4138. Put that into north. Good. And approximately 1500. That looks 1508 on the altitude. Looks about right. So let's go and put in waypoint 2. All right. WP02. And let me check the coordinates for this one. This one is going to be 4136. 4136, and that goes in north. Okay. We don't have too many waypoints, by the way. We got 4. Okay. 4136 and 4457. Oh, okay. Guess what I did? Let's clear this. All right, so I forgot to enter the 0. So this is waypoint number 2, 4457. 4457. Looks about right. Okay, so we're going to go waypoint 03. Okay, waypoint 3, 4136. Put that in north. Wait, 41. No, we are on. We're on waypoint 3. I entered that wrong. Let's go back. 4136,599. So 4136,599. The reason there's more numbers here is that this we're going to have a little more accuracy. And then the next one is 044, 07, 649. Okay, and that should be an elevation of around 4937. 4937 is spot on. Okay, new waypoint. This waypoint is going to be number 4. Waypoint 04. You don't have to rename these, by the way. I do. I mean, just for the heck of it. Okay, this one's going to be 40. 41, 40, 540. 41, 40, 540. And this one's going to be 44, 56, 708. 44, 56708. How about 044? 56 708. And the altitude 1574. Let's check that. Yep, that is perfect. Now, this waypoint is a special waypoint. This touches us down at runway 13 right. So actually, we're coming here. This is runway 13 right. I'll have some fun with this. We'll put that in there. And there you have it. So because this is a special one, I'm going to go to page 2. And I'm going to tell it that I want a 3-degree navigation. A 3-degree angle. So we can actually use this like a really basic ILS. That's going to be fun. All right, so now let's go to the flight plan page, FPM, and here is our flight plan. So this is our initial position. We're going to go to 1, and then waypoint 2. Go to the next page. And this one's going to be our runway. Runway. Our 4th waypoint. So we're going to cycle through 0, 1, waypoint 1, waypoint 2. I thought we put in a waypoint 3. We did. So we buggered this up. So we're going to go waypoint 3. Oh, I'm going to go WP. Put that there. And now I'm going to go runway 13 right there. Okay, so here's our flight plan. Let's name this. How about we name it My Flight Plan? I should be able to put that in there. I'm doing something wrong here. Ah, there we go. You have to click on that first. My flight plan. There we go. So now we have a flight plan in there. Easy peasy. By the way, if you had multiple flight plans in here, you'd go to the flight plan page. They'd be listed here. It's going to be auto sequencing, but you would click this over here to make it active. That's how you do that. All right, steer points. So now, if I look at my HUD, now I have to bring up my intensity. We're at the initial position. I should look at the TAD. How about that? Aha, so right now, if I want to cycle through the waypoints, init position. There we go. My throttle not working? Well. The throttle has decided to stop working. Yeah, I got nothing on the throttle. Oh God. Deactivate keyboard. And there we go. Okay, that would have gotten me for a while. So let's take a look at this. So now I can cycle through the different waypoints. This one's off the map, so I need to increase the map. So you can kind of get, now see this guy here, he has his SPI on. And that's why we're seeing that little wedding cake. We're gonna take off here, head out here, and then head back. So let's cycle again. And so if I look at my screen up here, waypoint 3, runway 13 right, init is back to init position. And we also see it here. I'm switching the waypoints, 1, 2, 3, and back. All right, so there we go. Now I realize there's an extra credit. We're gonna put that in the air. We're gonna do that one. All right, so I think we're ready to fire up. If we want to know information about our current position, we certainly can. I like to change that to true airspeed. I don't know why. I just like that better. And of course, this is all the different waypoints and their details. So we'll go steer point. Okay, let's go ahead and fire it up. So we need the battery switch. APU. Our APU should come on right here. Oh, that's right. Bonk. Now it's blinking, I believe, because we have ground power. So let's turn off that. Chief, turn off the ground power.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
Copy. Ground power is now off.
Okay. APU generator, the inverter is on. Okay, we're golden. Let's fire up an engine. Left engine coming online. Okay, looks good. Right engine. Coming online. Should turn on my radios first. What am I doing? Okay. Are both engines on?
Okay, the waypoint's off to our right, it looks like.
Yeah, we're good on the engines. Okay, so let's get a
What
start
number are you
going through
going
here.
The first one that we entered, which should be waypoint 2. Roger, 2.
We can hear. Let's turn on our TTP.
3 miles
Got it.
out.
Let's use it. Anything? Oh, right there. Turn that sucker down. All right, continuing. Okay, the EAC switch. And we don't need the APU anymore. Alrighty, well, with that, steady. And there's our heads-up display. I turn that off for now. All right, I do believe
We need to turn pretty sharp and to the right because we're getting further and further away from it.
we're ready to go.
Yeah, Roger, I just see that. I lost my tag, now I'm going back over.
All right, so we're listening
I don't
to
think I see it on my HUD yet.
311.
Is your HUD selected as your point of interest? When I tried to do that, I screwed it all up. So that's a Cooley top once, right? Light.
Yeah, we're
That's
listening to
correct.
those guys.
But I have it on mine even though my TAD is my sensor of interest. I have my selector set switched to mission.
Okay, exit.
Me too, got it.
All right, so let's go ahead and taxi out. We'll make our call here.
Turning to the right a little bit there. It's about 2 miles away.
All right, there is one thing that I forgot to do, and that is we had a mission yesterday, and I had set
Keep
my
turning right.
controls. Clear that. Set that as the switch 5.
Well, I'm showing it as speed up here, and it's just.
Hey, I'm just looking at the chat. Hello, T-Bomb.
I'm sorry for flying like
Traffic Hub 303.
And
10
also,
miles to the west, inbound for full landing 1813.
Joe the Bro. Didn't you used to help with the old FS Top Gun server? I don't remember. Doesn't sound familiar, but there's a lot of folks that come in here that ask for help. Could have been. Oh, for FSX, FS9 back in the day.
something
Could be.
screws going on here.
Could be. And I apologize for not seeing the chat a little more often. It is difficult to get in and out of VR. But
Are you right over?
just realized this was not really any type of a full tutorial. It's just the mission we're doing today, so I'm just kind of talking
I
as I'm
think
doing.
I've lost track of you, Tom.
But we are ready to go. We're gonna
I see you way up.
keep our radio chatter to a minimum, and let's announce our tax. Well, let's do a radio check first. Hog 902 radio check. How copy?
555 and 30.
Copy that. Thank you. Hog 902 taxiing to runway 31 right. Here we go. So we turn on taxi lights. Now we turn those on. Why do we not have? There we go. Alright, and here we go. By the way, anyone that would like to join us on some of our missions and our A10 stuff and our flight sim civilian stuff, you can check out www.digitalthemepark.com. It is also, it should be on the bottom left of the stream. But we use TeamSpeak for our comms. We do have a Discord server, but for comms we use TeamSpeak. Okay.
DC traffic, Hog 303 on final, 1113.
Everything looks clear. Bring up the intensity of this. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 2 left to go. Oh man, follow that taxi line. Now you'll notice that I'm taxiing at kind of a fast walker jogging speed. So if the plane doesn't get away from you, that's all you want to do. I've seen some people, they're doing 60 miles an hour down these taxiways. Not cool. For those just getting into the stream, welcome. All right, we got a bird on final. Look at that. All right, his landing was flawless, and the reason you kind of saw it bounce down, back up, is there is in the net code, the network code for DCS, and pretty much any game, you have kind of a anticipatory logic that looks ahead to say, well, this is his current trajectory, vector, rate of speed, and then computes where the plane should be.
DC traffic, Hog 303, package runway 13 on Bravo. Taxi parking.
There you go, radio call. Anyway, that's why you get that kind of bounce. All right, so 3-1 left, 3-1 right. 3-1 left is not used. And so because of the fact that it is a runway, we've had people try to use it. I don't see anybody in the pattern, don't see anybody on the runway. I think we're okay. All right, we're just gonna hold short here. Tbilisi traffic, Hog 902, holding short, runway 3-1 right. Okay, so we're gonna just do a final pass. Radios are both on. Let's go back to 311. These switches are all up. Go ahead and make sure we got our takeoff trim set. This all looks good here. Aha, so let's bring the flaps down a notch. We're gonna switch to landing lights on. Nothing really we need to do here. What we can do, turn on our TGP. Good, we're good here. Good here. Time to turn on the pitot heat, our anti-collision light. Nothing we need to do here. We are ready to go. Tbilisi traffic, Hog 902. taking off runway 3 right, departing to the east. Alright, final check. No one on final. No one with bad situational awareness. It's coming down the opposite end of the runway.
Cliff, you still with me? I gotta go back to the books.
Where you at? I'm heading towards waypoint 3.
Final
I'm
check
about 19
on
miles
the
away.
text chat. It looks good.
I am just west of Tbilisi right now.
Okay, we're
6,000 feet.
looking good on the engines. Here we go.
I'm gonna finish going to waypoint 3, but I'm gonna circle and wait for you. Can you cycle through to waypoint 3 and just head there?
No, that's a problem I have, is I can't cycle through the waypoints.
So make sure that your things are set to mission and other, and that your HUD is your sensor of interest, and then the DMS up and down should cycle
Gear up.
through.
Gear up. There we go. So you'll notice that we, on purpose, we put the sun so that it's kind of aiming right at you. It's hard to see the HUD, but here's our first waypoint.
To me, it says waypoint 3 up in my HUD here, 36M/DTS. And
Exactly, that's what it should say. So you're 36 miles away, and you want to turn, basically 255 should put it on your HUD. You'll see the little box, but your steer point will always have a kind of a line that's pointing you in the right direction of where to go. So at the steer point at the, sort of the top of your HUD, right, there should be a line, and you want to sort of turn to make that line disappear or go straight up, straight down, right?
There's a waypoint 2 on there.
About everything I learned, and I see it now.
Off to the next waypoint.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't think you can learn this kind of stuff from reading about it or watching it.
Tbilisi traffic, hog 91 second runway 301 right, Tbilisi.
The only way I know how to do this at all, and I was confused about how to do it in the A-10, but I'm used to doing it in the other jets, right? I'm used to sort of finding waypoints. Now the controls are different here, that's what's weird. But the HUD symbology is largely the same from jet to jet.
I don't have to turn this if I don't want to.
This is the kind of thing you just have to do, and you have to do it several times, I think, before it all starts to make sense to you.
Yeah, and I was flying every day for a while doing stuff. These past couple of weeks, I've just been so sick.
Coming up on
I haven't
8,000.
had the computer on, so I'm going back. And when I get close enough, I should, if you're near waypoint 3, I should see you come up on the pad, right?
Exactly, and I'm going to be looking for you. I'm 4 miles out now, and I'm just about to start an orbit to the left and wait for you to catch up. Are you feeling better? What was wrong?
I don't know, some real gut problems. They're going to do a bunch of CAT scans on me. I'm feeling 100% better than I was, definitely. But there's everything from a urinary tract infection to a gallbladder issue. So that's what they pointed it at so far. Then my doctor said, what about COVID? I was tested.
There we go.
I didn't have any symptoms. I had no temperature. My gut flew up. I gained about 15 pounds suddenly. It was real strange. But I'm better.
All right. Now the cool thing is the TTP. Let's see if we can slave that to our current speed. go. It's working. God, that map is bright. Try that. These other circles here, these are representing the other A10s. If I want to check one out, zoom back in. I could hover over it. Don't know why it's flashing. And get the information on that guy. Alright, what do we got for altitude? We are way up here.
TBC traffic, Hornet 302, request taxi from Econ to runway news.
Let's put it right about there.
TBC traffic, radio check.
Okay.
Radio check 555, one to on 30. Thank you, 302 taxi. 555 on 30.
Displacing traffic, Cognata 1 second of runway 31 right, displacing.
Hey, for the guy calling on the radio check for 30, couple, let's see, I'm looking at mine. I think you were transmitting on radio 124.0 possibly.
I can confirm that, that's correct.
There we go, now I'm hearing you on 30.
Transmitting on 30 right now?
Yep, copy that, 555.
Thank you, sorry about that. Finger trouble.
Okay, we've got another Hornet up here. This guy's right on the line here. I said Hornet, another Hog. So we're coming up on this guy. Let's take a peek at what we got here. We got something down there. Trying to get a better picture here.
TBC traffic, Hornet 302 entering runway 13 right for takeoff. To join group flight 300.
There we go. Okay, so looks like we got something down there. By the way, when I get into a possible mission area, one thing you do is shut off your lights. Gonna go in dark here. There's our object. Let's see what that is. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Well, looky at that. What do we got there? What is it, guys? Is that a Russian M? What is that, 17, M24?
Tbilisi traffic, 402 downwind for runway 13. Tbilisi traffic.
We're gonna pass right over it here.
Leaving the pattern.
looks that lake down there. Another A-10 flying around it. Okay, I'm looking right at, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but there is the object, plain as day. Alright, so let's have some fun. We're up here at 18,000. We're going to change our mode here to altitude. Let's do a right-hand pattern. That looks good. And this is us. Alright, so we have an extra credit item.
To police traffic, Hog 402 turning base for runway 13 right. To police traffic.
Oh, that must be looking back. That's hard to see that. Now it's obscured. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put in another waypoint. So we're up here at 18,000, hanging out. Now we are going pretty darn fast, so I'm going to bring back the power. And watch my fuel flow. Fuel flow is, I think, a pretty good representation. It'll go about there, and that should put us with this weight right at our maximum distance time. This is the square. Maximum endurance time up in the air would be the triangle. This is measuring the angle of attack. And by the way, if this goes dead, you don't see anything.
To police traffic, Hog 402 landing runway 13 right.
Forgot to put on your
traffic.
ToT. Let's go in here. Let's make this a little brighter. Alright, so let's go to waypoints. And we're going to add a new one. 5. And let's call this one, I'm not going to do my keyboard, extra credit. Alright, and this one is, I'm sorry guys, I have to look up out of my monitor. Let's get the window active. Alright, the extra credit one is 4159,326. So, back to DCS. Oh God, I forgot the number now. 4159. 4159, 326. And then the east one is 045, 04501, 371.
To police traffic, Hog 402 clear of runway 13 right, taxiing to the ramp.
Credit.
To police traffic.
And on this one, this is not going to be on our flight plan. I mean, we could put it in there. Let's go to the mission. All right, and then I'm going to go up to, hey, look at that, number 5, extra credit. Got the intensity way up on that. I don't know if you guys can see that in the lower right, but there it is. And in fact, we also have it on our TAD. So let's zoom out of the TAD, find out where that's at. Aha, it's over here on the left. idea why those guys are blinking. That might be in air somehow. Alright, and there it is. Let's head that direction. So, this waypoint is right there. We do have wind in the server, so I suspect that's kicking us around a little bit there. Try that. Okay, so we're going to this guy here. Let's change our net code. I was hoping I could get these guys to stop flashing. Miles. .5. That's where we're heading. Let's correct a little bit. Alright, with any luck, this should be slaved to the current, what I have is my current steer point, aka that will be the sensor point of interest. In other words, the TAD right now is the soy sensor of interest. TGP is now the soy. And if I look on the HUD, there's a little tiny dot right there. Now the HUD is the soy, and a lot of people don't realize this, but I can hit down on my coolie hat, and now I make the heads-up display now my soy. Got a bunch of birds over there. They're looking good. Should have another guy down here somewhere. God, he's right there on my 9 o'clock or so. keep on target. All right, we're coming up to something. All right, sensor of interest and also the SPI, sensor point of interest. That is the wedding cake. Coming up on that. Let's go back up here. Let's see, can we, looks like maybe a Russian T-72 battle tank. Now the question is, can we clear that up anymore? Give it a little more contrast. It's looking pretty good. That's our CCD camera right now. We can go black hot and white hot. Looks like he's just east of this lake down here. So there you go, we have identified. So we can, that's zoomed out, zoomed in, and then we can do an extra zoom in here. Oh, we're max zoomed in right there. All right, I'm gonna check the text chat. Hello viewers of the stream. Sorry, I know I'm kind of mumbling through this. So that tank is okay, I see it down there. All right, there he is. He's sitting on a little road. About 8 miles out. Got 2 guys down there taking a look at him. And there you have it. And notice I did not put this waypoint, waypoint 5, I did not put that into the flight plan. So you don't have to have those in a flight plan if you don't want to. You can fly right to a waypoint and not worry about a flight plan for things like this. And there we are, going right over that guy.
Tbilisi Airport, Hog 1, flight of 2 on left base, runway 13 right, Tbilisi.
Pretty nifty. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this into a turn here. Go back to our CDU and let's go back to our flight plan. And let's cycle through.
Tbilisi Airport correction, Hog 1, flight of 2 is 2 miles out, inbound to land, runway 13 right, over the lake.
One of the things I'm doing, as you can see at the very top of the CDU, to the right of the F1, I can cycle through the different points. Okay, now I know we're going to go to, I think it was number 4. Okay, so 18 miles out, there's elevation, time to go 3 minutes. Huh, there is wind. I don't know why it would say that. Runway 13 right. So where is runway 13 right? Let's go back to our TAD. Aha. Looks like it's to our left. Oh, what's that guy doing up there? Okay, so there's our runway. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull back the power.
Tbilisi Airport, Hog 1, flight of 2, 3 mile final, runway 13, right to Tbilisi.
Tbilisi traffic, Hog 902 is 10 miles northwest of the airport. Slow up a bit. Put those air brakes out. Okay, let's get some gear down here. Get our landing lights on. Tbilisi traffic, Hog 902 is 3 miles west of runway 13 right for a straight-in approach.
Altitude.
Tbilisi traffic, Hog flight 100 is clear to runway.
Right, good. Got a wind we're gonna compensate for. Nice little Bassy lights. Wow, the Bassy lights look perfect. White and red. We're down. Speed brakes are out. Not too worried about hitting the brakes here. Gotta turn on the steering.
User disconnected from your
Now
channel.
what's really cool is that we are very, very lightweight, super lightweight. And this thing just sets down so nicely. Don't have to worry about going off the end of the runway. If we were heavy, makes it a little more difficult, but it's really not bad. All right, here we go. I can put on some brakes here. Tbilisi traffic, Hog 902 is clear of 13 right, taxiing to parking. Okay, so speed brakes are going in, flaps up. No speed, yep, that's fine. Oh, keep her on the center line there. We've got another one right behind us. All right, again, we're looking for the folks that aren't paying attention to what runway they're landing on. It looks clear.
User left your channel.
Tbilisi air traffic 301, RTB 5 miles south east.
And we're here. open canopy. So, they have it workshop 9. I think we're all about done here. We're going to kill the stream. And I hope you had fun. Before I kill, I'm going to check the text chat. No, we're good. All the viewers, hope you enjoyed that. We'll talk to you later.